So I had to think really long and hard, like really long and hard. It's like emphasis on the long and hard. I really had to think long and hard on which paid gacha I wanted to go for. It's been about what 24 hours since these gachas have dropped. Almost 24 hours actually. It's like 10:49 p.m. at night right now, and it was actually really difficult for me to pinpoint exactly which servants I am willing to do the paid gacha for. Because again, you could only use one paid gacha and then the rest of the paid gachas leave. So you really have to pick wisely, especially since every 5 star since the game's release is right here. Both limited, unlimited, story locked, non story locked, every single 5 star is here up till this point. As you guys can see, all divided by class. So it was very difficult because this is my Gilgamesh account where my account is actually pretty stacked already. As you guys can see, I have pretty good alignment of 5 stars, a pretty good alignment of 4 stars as well. But that actually made it difficult for me to choose which paid gacha to go for, because you're guaranteed at least one 5 star. My brother actually got 2 5 stars. He went for the Lancer one. He got Tomo and Enkidu, so good for him. Congratulations to him on that regard. But for me, it's so really difficult because here, oh man, I wouldn't mind getting Hakusai. She's really good. An NP3 Kiara would be nice. Maybe even NP3 Jalter and Abigail, or NP2 Abigail. But at the same time, I don't really want an NP2 Amaxa. I already have an NP3 John. Don't really want an NP4 John. That's not really worth it in my opinion. Melt Lilith is there. She's good. Don't get me wrong. But this account is mainly Buster oriented. So to have a quick oriented single target alter ego is not really, my aim. I already have Okida Alter, and in my opinion, Okida Alter hits like a wet noodle. Even with Merlin buffs, I should know. I have Merlin. I have Okida Alter, all 10 skills, and she hits like a wet noodle. And I know getting her at NP2 and higher will definitely make her stronger, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth it. Because my main alter ego is Kiara anyway. I just want Okida Alter because I like Okida Alter. And then there's Edmund Dantes, who I don't have a problem with, but he kind of suffers from the same thing with Melt Lilith, where he's a quick servant. I don't really focus on quick servants on this account for the most part. So I love Edmund Dantes, don't get me wrong, but I don't really want to go for him. Plus, even though I love him so much, I do acknowledge the fact that he's an actually pretty bad unit when it comes to gameplay. So I don't really know what he would do for me as far as gameplay wise goes. So this is, I know a lot of people are going for this gacha. Makes sense. There's Jalter, fan favorite. John, also fan favorite. Okida Alter, so on and so forth. A lot of fan favorites here. And in general, a lot of people are lacking a lot of the extra class servants. But I don't think I'm going to go for this one. As for sabers, I have most of these sabers. I have an MP3 Musashi. I have Okida. I have Arturia. I have Altera. I have an NP3 Mordred. And I got Saber or Narrow Bride. I don't have Proto Arthur. I don't have Shiki, and I don't have Sigurd, but I could honestly live without them. None of those three are something I really, really want. Maybe a little bit, a part of me wants Shiki Saber because she's very iconic to the Naziverse in general, but I could skip out on her. I could honestly skip out on her. Now this one, I'm sure a lot of you guys were probably expecting me to go for this one because I have an NP3 Gilgamesh. You guys should know how much I love Gilgamesh. So obviously to NP4 him, or even miraculously out of my ass NP5 him, that sounds awesome. But at the same time, there's a lot of L's in this gacha. I don't really have a problem with Ishtar or Arturia Archer. Arturia Archer is actually one of the best single target NP spammers in the game. So she's also one of the best archers just in general. But I don't want another Arjuna. I already have him NP2. I pulled Orion on accident, back when Okida Alter was around, so I don't really want her. I didn't even train her yet, and I know she's good, but I have Gilgamesh already, whatever. Napoleon, he just dropped. His skills are amazing, but his NP hits like a dick. It hits like a fucking flaccid dick. It's not that great, honestly. And then there's Moriarty. I really like Moriarty, don't get me wrong, but I could live without him either. And then there's Tesla. Tesla's not that bad, but I'm sorry if you got Tesla, not really. If you were going for Gil and you got Tesla, then I am kind of sorry, but at the same time, you're not worthy for Gilgamesh. So that's why I don't want to go for this gacha. Even though Gilgamesh is there, it's very tempting, but it's just that there's so many L's there, and I'm not willing to take an L right now. So then there's this one, Lancers. I have an NP3, NQ, NP2, Karna, and an NP2 Arturia Lancer. Skatat's cool, Orishkigal's cool, Burnhild's cool, Tomo Lancer is one of the best Lancers in the game, period. But I don't really want to pull another Karna, and I don't really want to pull another Lancer Arturia, and I could live without any of the other servants. NP4 Enkidu would be nice, but it's sort of in the same kind of realm with the NP4 Gilgamesh, where it's like getting him and then looking at the other servants and the possibility of getting them, it kind of outweighs that. I don't know. So, and here, Ozzy's cool, Skandar's cool. I don't have a Skandar, but I have Ozzy, I have Achilles, I have Rider, Arturia, Gothic, black wearing, motorcycle, ice cream eating, Arturia, altar, thingamajig. So that I have her. I don't have Francis Drake. I don't have Meb. I don't have Quetzalcoatl, and I don't have Ivan the Terrible. To be honest, I don't really like Ivan the Terrible's design, so I don't really want to pull him. Quetzalcoatl, I love her, but I could live without her. I have Ozzy. Ozzy and Quetzalcoatl kind of fulfill similar roles. Meb, she's a slut. Francis Drake, like she's good for farming QP and stuff like that, but could live without that. So this gacha is like definitely not going for that. Caster gacha, there's a chance of getting great servants, great support servants in particular. Merlin, Tama, Waver, those three in particular, and then the rest of the servants are actually pretty decent, but I don't really want NP3 Merlin. Not really worth it. I already have Tamamo. NP2ing plus Tamamo, in my opinion, is not that worth it. Support servants in general, I don't think it's that worth it. NP2ing and higher. If you like the servant and you like the servant, good for you. But in terms of like gameplay, not really my thing. To NP2, like I love Merlin, but I wouldn't try to NP5 him at all. I have him NP2, and honestly, I only wanted to get one of him. I got the other one on accident, so there we go with that one. Assassin, I'm actually gonna pick this one. So before we go there, Berserkers, Hijikata sucks. MHX Alter, I could live without for sure. Vlad, I could definitely live without. Nightingale, I already have her NP2. Kentoki, I already have him. Minamoto, I already have her. Ku Alter, he's nice, he's great. One of the best Berserkers in the game, period. But I could live without him. So I will go for the Assassin gacha because, one, Shuten NP3, why not? Jack the Ripper NP2, why not? I love Jack the Ripper, I love Shuten. Two of my favorite assassins in the game, period. Cleopatra, honestly, a lot of people rip on Cleopatra for being weak, but I don't really have a problem with her. Like, she is weak, like, objectively she's weak, but I like her lore and I like her design, to be honest. So a part of me always wanted her, so to have a chance to get her now would be great. And MHX also falls under that same thing, where she's kind of weak as well, but I always liked her design. Granted, it's just Arturia wearing a hat and a jacket and shorts, but I do love her design. Osakabe, I know I ripped on her a little bit about being a weak, quick support servant, but I don't really mind her. I don't. And I know I was avoiding other servants and other gachas because of the, being quick oriented and whatnot. But Osakabe, I don't really care. I could live with her. Plus, I'm going for Scotty in the next video. So if I get Osakabe Hime here, then I get Scotty there, then I have a pretty good quick support lineup already ready in place. And then there's Semiramis. I love Semiramis' design. I didn't really go for her last time she was around. When I did go for her, I ended up getting Jack, which I was pretty happy about. And then King Hassan, despite popular belief, or if you haven't been subscribed, then I'll let you know. I love ripping on King Hassan for being bad compared to Jack, but in all honesty, like, all jokes aside, he is one of the best assassins in the game. But it's when people say that King Hassan is better than Jack, just in general, it's like, can you tell me why? And then the reason is like, oh, because of Merlin. And it's like, okay, that's the biggest cop-out in Fate Grand Order history. Like, come back to me when King Hassan could take away invincibility, when he could take away guts, when he could take away evade, when he could take away an enemy's buffs with just a skill, when he could protect himself against a noble phantasm by himself. Come back to me when he could do that. But until then, Jack the Ripper is the best assassin in the entire game, period. Fight me about it. If you don't want to fight me about it, then just dislike this video and leave. Okay, but there you go. So I am going to be going for assassins, because honestly, I don't mind a single one of these servants. And I did wail quite a bit. I know you technically only 15 paid quartz is enough to get the paid gacha going, but I'm also well aware that the summer gacha is going to land relatively soon. And Ibaraki swimsuit and John swimsuit I'm willing to whale for. Well, specifically Ibaraki swimsuit, I'm willing to whale for her. So there we go. I haven't whaled in like what, 3-4 months or something like, I don't know, like 3 months more likely. So I'm 100% okay with whaling for now. So I won't use my whaled quartz for Scotty. When I do scout for her later, I'll have leftover quartz even if I end up not getting her, because I will save those for the summer gacha. But enough talking. I know you guys have been waiting 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. The longest paid gacha ever, but I just wanted to reveal myself. Anyway, let's try this. So NP2 Jack, NP3 Shuten, nice. Everyone else, I don't really have a problem with. So there we go. Hopefully I don't regret this, because part of me does want to go for archers for the King of Heroes, but let's do this. Oh, okay, yes, I understand I could only do this once. Alright, boom. Alright, pray guys, pray. Who knows, maybe if I get King Hassan, I could properly compare King Hassan and Jack the Ripper as NP1 5 stars in this account. Because I have Jack NP1 here, so maybe I could do a fair comparison. And maybe even use them together, so. Alright. No going back now. No going back now. It's been 10 minutes, and I've been doing a lot of talking. So there's the rainbow. Okay, this might be our guaranteed 5 star. Who's it gonna be? Cleopatra. Okay, again, 100% with this. 100% fine with this. I'm cool with you, Cleopatra. At least I got a new servant. Part of me would have been, would obviously be okay with Shuten or Jack, but you know, a new servant would be nice as well. I want to add more to my arsenal. So Cleopatra, nice, nice. I do like her lore. I do like the fact that she's also a pharaoh, just like Ozymandias, and who's also another one of my favorite servants. So I'm totally fine with that. 100%. Alright, cool. Cleopatra. Again, she's not that great of a servant in terms of gameplay, but I like the character. Alright, and like the design. So, good. Good. Awesome. Alright, let's see if we're gonna get lucky and maybe get another 5 star. Probably not. The likelihood of that happening. My brother just got like 2 5 stars in his guaranteed gacha, so chances of that happening for me is like pretty low. Oh, maybe it's not too low. I already have her NP5. I already have her NP5. So, cool. I guess, I mean, I got 2 golds. Awesome. That was interesting. Kato Danzo. Didn't expect that. Obviously, it was more than likely going to be a 4 star, not a 5 star, but Kato Danzo. I already have her NP5. And she still hits like a wet noodle. So, it is what it is. There you go, Cleopatra. Cleopatra. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get another gold servant. If I do, then goddamn, that's cool, I guess. Alright, Cleopatra. Happy with that. Totally fine with that. Cool. Obviously not the best servant to get in terms of gameplay, but cool. Cool. Go ahead and talk. You Danganronpa looking motherfucker. Pretty happy with this. Pretty happy. Damn, she talks a lot. Cool stuff. Alright. And then we also got, I keep forgetting, we got Danzo as well. Alright, so there we go. So the paid gachas are gone. No going back. Valkyrie and Sigurd and Bernhild still here, but I'm not going to go for that. I am going to go for this, though, in the next video. And again, I'm not going to use all my quartz because I'm going to be saving the paid quartz that I got for the summer gacha for John and Ibaraki and maybe even Ushiwakamaru. But yeah, pretty decent roll if I do say so myself. I got somebody new. That's great. And I got somebody who, you know, well, everyone honestly in that gacha was totally fine. So there you go. Cleopatra. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. And honestly, you do fit with the Buster meta, kind of. So with my Buster-oriented servants, you fit right in. So you good. You cool. And honestly, you're my only Buster 5-star assassin. Not that there's too many. I mean, there's Semiramis and King Hassan. I guess that's a lot of assassins. But there you go. That's awesome. That's cool. So I got a Pharaoh, Cleopatra, and yeah, great. I might not seem as excited as I would be, but that's because like I already went into this paid gacha with like not really knowing what I wanted, so I just went with the safest gacha. Obviously, if I went for the Archer gacha and got Gilgamesh, I would have went berserk. But at the same time, I didn't want to risk getting fucking Nikola Tesla or something stupid like that. And that would be a waste. In my opinion, that would be a waste of money. But there you go, Cleopatra. Let me know, guys, who you guys chose, or which gacha did you guys choose for the guaranteed gacha, and who did you guys end up pulling, and also who did you end up wanting to pull, as well, and you know, all that stuff. I'm sorry if you guys got spooked by some bullshit. And also, let me know if you got multiple 5 stars, because my brother got multiple 5 stars. One of my friends got multiple 5 stars like 3 paid gachas ago or something like that. So it's definitely possible, but it's very rare. So if you were one of those rare breeds, then good for you. You're awesome. But if you weren't, and you only got one 5 star, then you know, welcome to my club. But if you didn't get any 5 stars somehow, then you should probably contact DW, because that's fucked up. Really fucked up. Alright, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. I don't blame you if you disliked it. I talk a lot, I know. Comment down below and let me know what you think of these roles, and also subscribe to become a supporting character, to me the main character, because without you guys I would be the only character, and that sucks. That's boring, that's lonely, and I'd rather have people behind my back to support me and cheer me on, and maybe even laugh at me when I fuck up and get salty and stuff like that. Alright, see you guys next time.